I love great conversations. Hi, my name is Angel Jones. Thank you for joining me on 12-minute convos where I help you create a brand of your own unique, real self. Listen in as I have conversations with amazing people from all over the world. Good night, Albie. How are you going on this wonderful, beautiful night?
I am doing amazing, and it's an honor to speak with you, Angel.
Hey, I feel honored to speak to you as well, my friend. What part of the world are you in right now?
I am talking to you from Southwest Florida. It's Cape Coral. It's in the United States, and it's on the Gulf Coast. It's really nice.
That's wonderful. And which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this time?
My guess is podcasting, since we have mutual podcasting friends.
Yeah, tell us about your podcast, please.
Barrenspace.com. You can check out all my podcasts. I started with doing podcasts with my wife about time travel TV shows like Terra Nova, and we're doing one on the Quantum Leap podcast. And I recently started one with my friend Juan, who lives in Colorado in the United States, and that's called... It is called, I can do it, Questionable Calls.
Yeah, he's definitely going to laugh at you for that one.
So we started that, but that's just an excuse for me and him to talk on the phone once a week, and we just put it online.
Yeah, it's really amazing what I'm seeing after having these conversations as the reason why some people podcast. And it's amazing how the relational side is an integral part of it for some. You know, brothers who speak via podcast because they're on the other side of the country, and it's the one thing that can keep them together. Friends as well. It's really amazing the power of a podcast, isn't it?
It is. It really is amazing. Anybody can do it, and I've met so many great people doing it, and I've made lifelong friends from it.
Yeah. So tell me, who did you learn the skill of podcasting from?
I would have to say Daryl Darnell. I was a podcast junkie, and I listened to a lot of podcasts, and he had a Fringe podcast, and I really enjoyed it. I liked his style. I liked how he did it, and I tried to emulate that, and one thing led to another, and he ended up mentoring me and teaching me a lot of stuff, and I ended up working for him for quite a while. He's a good guy.
And you've done this for a bit, where you have now developed your style, right? Most definitely. Why will you continue?
I just enjoy doing it. I love being able to communicate with the world, anyone in the world, and I really love getting my voice and myself, my true self, out there. And it's out there forever. Hopefully it exists in some form. And like I said before, just meeting new people and making great friends. I have so many friends from doing these podcasts.
Yeah. Were you at Podfest 2017?
I was not able to go. I hope to go to the next one.
Oh, I hope to see you there as well. That should be fun. Yeah. I was there.
You'll meet a lot of people there that you know probably.
Yeah, I was there for 2017. It was really, really an amazing event. Very family oriented. Well, I guess where podcasts exist, it exists, that family element. But yeah, it was really amazing stuff. Definitely look forward to seeing you there in 2018. Tell me one other thing that you've done, Albie, consistently over the last 3 years, please.
The one thing I can think of is being a full-time dad. That's really my my everything, what I do day in, day out, and I just enjoy it immensely. And it's just fun watching my daughter and being with her all the time.
It feels serene, doesn't it?
Yes. Absolutely. Life with serenity.
Yeah. So your daughter's name is Serenity, and you spoke about being a father and how great that is. Yeah, share and expand. How does it make you feel having, the responsibility of being a father to such an amazing young lady?
Joy and fulfillment. It's an amazing thing that for the longest time, I didn't think I'd have kids, and when I finally decided to have one, and I wanted a daughter, and I got my daughter, and I cried the moment I met her when she was born, and I've just had this like overwhelming, consuming love for her, and to protect her and to be with her, and to just be a better person for her, if that makes sense.
It does make sense. Well, folks, do check out Albie's conversation with his daughter, Serenity Lynn Burdge. Is it Burdge or Burdge?
Burdge, kind of like
Burdge.
Burdge.
Okay.
Yeah. I have a hard time pronouncing it myself. That's why I go for the one name Albie.
Yeah, which is cool. Yeah, definitely check out the conversations. Pretty amazing stuff there. How old is she now?
She is 5. She turned 5 in August.
Okay. August the what?
23rd.
Okay, I'm the 17. That's why I asked. Okay. Great people are born in August. I'm just saying.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
So you've been doing that. It makes you feel great. You are the father of an amazing woman, as we said. Well, young lady right now. She'll definitely be an amazing woman. Why would you suggest someone do what you've done by putting in the time that's necessary? I mean, you've recorded her and have a conversation with her, right? So you're putting in the time. Why would you suggest a parent put in the time with their child?
For me, it's two reasons really. My dad had a very close relationship to me, and I was his everything, and I never understood it. I just say, it's just me, Dad. But he would say, one day you'll have a child and understand. And I never really got it until I had a child, and you can't even describe the feeling of happiness and joy of spending the time with a kid. And you mentioned I recorded a podcast with her. I've recorded one with her, at least one a year, every year. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you get to see her grow, her vocabulary grow, and her comprehension grow. And she's just cool to hang out with. And it's fun.
It's a great idea as well. Yeah, I'm definitely going to take that inspiration from you, that motivation, and get that done, my friend. My son's birthday is coming up. I'm definitely going to do that. He'll be 8. Yeah, I missed a few years, so let me get that done. Yeah.
And the best thing is they love to talk at that age.
Yeah, dude, he does. Wow, he does. Like my wife says, yes, your father is a podcaster. That's why you speak so much.
We'll get more than 12 minutes out of him, I'm sure.
Yes. I'll definitely look forward to that. Well, Abby, let's switch gears for a moment now, and let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Alvi, what is your earliest childhood memory?
My earliest childhood memory has to be me in the wintertime in the forest behind the apartments where I lived in Farmingdale, New Jersey. It was snowing, and I was trying to build a fort out of fallen trees with, I think, yarn, and I was pretending to smoke a cigar, and it was a pretzel rod, and I was ice skating on frozen ponds with sneakers on.
How old do you think you were?
I want to say about 8 years old.
Wow. Why do you think this memory is so clear?
I think it was because I was happy and I looked around and everything was perfect, and I felt like I was a person because I was by myself, and back then it was, nothing for an 8-year-old kid to be out all day until the lights came on at night, and I just remember thinking, I got this.
That's amazing. Can I offer an interpretation to the thought picture you created in my mind?
Yes.
I love the idea of everything's going to be all right. So it's like adaptation, if you would. Like the trees are down, but you're building a fortress, right? The snow is in the lake, I'm guessing, is iced, but you're ice skating with sneakers. It's like adaptation in every model, but the adaptation is connected to your happiness. And I think even the imagination, and that is necessary for us to sometimes to step out, to just change our perception of things, to ensure that we are happy first before we make others happy. Sometimes it takes a bit of a bending of reality, if you would, but it seemed as though you were pretty awesome at that way back then, and even now.
Thank you. I like that.
You're welcome. If we fast forward to when you were 12, what was your favorite song?
Would have to be Bad by Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
That album. Tried to make my own Bad outfit with all the buckles on it and everything.
Yeah.
Tried to dance.
It's really amazing, right? How things connect when you're doing things like setting goals at this level. I think in everyday life, if you're just aware. But the guy that I spoke to before you, who is all the way in India, his favorite song was Bad as well, right? And he said that they dressed as well. He was like the weird hats and the pants, right? So it's just amazing how things connect. But yeah, he his earliest childhood memory was stealing his father's motorcycle and riding it and being caught by the cops, right?
Sounds dangerous.
Sounds bad, right? Oh, amazing. Well, Albie, we've arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there is a small declaration form. So it's yes or no, possibly a bit more. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready?
Yes.
Albie, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
My daughter.
Are you married? I'm not sure.
Yes, but it's not working out.
Okay. So you have other children than your daughter? It's your one daughter only?
Just the one. Just
okay.
the one.
Do you believe in God?
No, I do not.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
I do, and it's gotten a lot smaller over the years, but I believe in quality over quantity.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
I used to watch about 8 hours a day, and now it's about 3 hours a week because I'm just so busy working and being a dad.
What about screen time? The phone and the computer, is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
I'd say around 8 if you count my editing, was what I do for a living. So I edit audio, and that's a computer screen in my face all day.
Yeah. Fun stuff, right? Stuff.
I enjoy it.
Yeah. After 1,001 conversations in 3 months in 2016, I came up with a workbook, the name of it being called Yours. It stands for Your Own Unique Real Self. The idea being you answer questions similar to these through self-discovery, hopefully identify your own unique real statement, which I believe is so important. Your mission, if you would. Albie, if you had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents who you are, what would you say that is?
I'm kind and generous, and I want to be helpful to others. I don't know. Is that something?
Yeah, it's definitely a question you wonder, how does this guy put that in there? That's an entire coaching session. Yeah, you're good. All right, Albie. Well, my friend, it's been a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Just be kind to everyone, and hopefully they're kind back to you. And if they're not in a position to be kind or take your kindness, don't let it bother you.
Move on.
Exactly.
Albie, this was a great pleasure. I'll say one more time, thank you for being on What is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
Thank you so much, Angel.
Thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. Stay tuned for more from our advertisers.
Diabetes is a mountain pandemic. It's a disease that's not acute but chronic. Similar to this rhyming method, I have simplified the definition, the signs and symptoms, and the complications of diabetes for both adults and children in my books, Poems for Patients, A Focus on Diabetes, and The ABCs of Diabetes for Children. These books are available on Amazon.com, and for more information, you can visit my website, poemsbyaj.com. That's poemsbyaj.com.